Darren not here. No worries.
So, are you there, Nathan?
Yeah, gotcha.
Cool. Let's get the cameras recording. Good, good. Sweet. Nathan, if you want to lead us off, mate.
Yeah, seriously, I'm happy to get started. Firstly, just for DC, just the sum of that night, tough one to really process.
Yeah, no, not really. I think I've processed it okay now. Like we, first and foremost, like to see a scoreline like that's not. It's disappointing and a little embarrassing. However, yeah, in the scheme of our season, I don't think it hurts us too much. Like we knocked off the Wallaby resting we had to do. We'll get some guys back. Another on top of those 3 boys that we rested, there'll be another 3 or 4 back from injury, and I feel like we're in a position now to launch at the last 6 weeks, last 6 games, and you just got to hit those playoffs in form and relatively healthy, and we have the opportunity to do that now.
Is that all the resting commitments done for the year, or is there still a couple of guys like Jet Holloway's that now take at least one game off more?
We'll see how we go. Yeah, at this stage, we won't jeopardise our season for it now going forward.
And in terms of positives, what can you take out of it for some of those younger guys that got the opportunity to step up at this level?
Yeah, I think there was on that aspect. Like we had 3 guys that stepped on a Super Rugby field for the first time. We had 3 that made their starting debut. It was good. It was good for like Teddy Wilson and Jack Bowen. They're both only 19 to get an experience together in that. It was a pretty tough cauldron for them. Like we're a little outgunned in some of the physical status out there. Like they're a big physical team, the Blues, and when we take out some of our more bigger physical players, it's hard for 2 young 19-year-old halves. So they did all right. I thought Neffy, I won't pronounce his last name so I don't get the pronunciation incorrect, but I thought he gave us, he showed a few things there. He was part of a very solid and potentially dominating scrum, and his carries, he fell over the gain line there. So that was a positive. What else did I see there? I thought Will Harris actually played 80 minutes, and he played tough the whole game and can really hold his head. We got big minutes into Joey Walton. That was important as well, and yeah, so I think they were the positives.
I'm just going to say, Witz kind of made mention of it at the halftime break, that kicking battle just seemed to, Burton Barrett seemed to get just control the game with that. How do you go about kind of flipping that and rectifying it for next week against the Highlanders?
Yeah, I'll put my hand up there. Like the first half, we did have a strategy to kick long, but they cut us up numerous times on their kick return attack. So we probably should have gone to touch from our 22 and maybe a bit more of a contest focus, which we did switch to in the second half to maybe not give them as much run back momentum on their kick return. So yeah, I'll definitely. That's not the players' fault. That's my fault there on the tactical focus we gave them.
So just injuries. It looked like there was a couple of head knocks. Who might have picked up one?
Yeah, I think we're pretty good there, mate. Like Harry Johnson-Holmes passed his, so he'll be fine. Harry Wilson got one, so it looks like he'll miss a week at least. Other than that, Tommy Lambert picked up a knee issue, but it doesn't look catastrophic. It should be only short term. So no, we were, again, as a coach, you don't want Jack Bowen on his debut having to deal with all that adversity, and but I also felt it was important that we got guys like Jake and Donaldson and Jed off just to not risk injury. Also, Charlie Gamble got back, so that was good. Like we could have put him out there earlier, but I felt just to give him a little touch on the game, get his confidence back with that shoulder issue he's had. He'll be in a position to play bigger minutes next week and feel better for it.
And is the expectation that guys like Ned Hannigan and Dave Parecki will be back from their head knocks for next week?
At this stage, Dave is looking very positive. Ned's a bit more 50-50. They can both turn around in time. They just need to continue through the process. but yeah, we're hoping to have those guys back, along with obviously the 3 Wallaby boys we rested. Gleeson will be very close. He's looking more positive than negative to be able to play next week as well. So yeah, we'll be as close as we can be to full strength next week.
Thank you.
So cheers. Zoom. Anyone from the Kiwis?
Just on those Wallabies, Reece, what's your view on the impact that has on the competition? And there's always going to be a draw coming over there that heightens the task. What's your view on that?
Yeah, it's national interests are important. We want to do well at the World Cup, and so we'd always support our national team. I think that's definitely the company line, and one that I'm happy to support, because everyone in our country is doing it as they are here. So we're not any more disadvantaged than anyone else. For the integrity of the competition, yeah, you could argue it does sort of compromise that a little bit. I know, for example, when the Brumbies came over a few weeks ago with the Crusaders, they did the same thing. It's not great for the competition, but in a World Cup year, you just gotta suck it up, I guess.
Is it just this year?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah. We didn't have it last year, did we? No. Yeah. So I'm presuming it's just a World Cup year, and it's not on Eddie like it was in before Eddie came in place. He's been really flexible with it. Like I know the Brumbies had the same experience. They had some lock issues, and he let his locks play through it. So yeah, I think if you can present a good case for it. But even that said, like Hoops, for example, Michael Hooper, for example, he played 80 minutes every week, and he puts his nuts on the line every week. So he was probably due a break anyway.
It's 13-1 now on Trans-Tasman.
Is it?
Yeah, games this year. Do you get any sense that gets closing? Do you feel you're far off, and the results aren't going the Australian way at the moment, but is there hope?
Yeah, there's always hope. Definitely hope. 13-1 doesn't sound great. I definitely feel my team's closed the gap. Last year we actually did pretty well against the Kiwis, but take it with a grain of salt. They rested a few on a couple of games. We went really close to the Blues and the Canes last year at home. You got to have everything for us at the moment. We got to have all our ducks in a row to do well. You probably think you got to be at home and have your top team out and informed to give them a shot. Yeah, but I'd like to think we'll get some good momentum going into the playoffs. Like we'll see how we go next week. We've got the Highlanders at home. I'd like to think you'll see a much more competitive match, if not a win for us. So yeah, I can't speak for the whole other 4 teams, but I definitely feel coming out against the Kiwis now, we're much more physical. I felt last year against some of them we got overpowered significantly. Canes, Blues, Chiefs in particular. Whereas now our team's sort of holding its own in the physical stakes.
Sweet. Cool.
Thanks, boys. Well said, Jakey.